Are you ready to have your mind blown by some crazy facts about the most expensive private jets out there? Well, buckle up and get ready to take off on a journey into the world of the ultra rich. We're talking about people who don't just fly in style, they fly in total luxury, willing to spend a fortune on their flying experience. Think multi-decks, custom license plates, cinemas, nightclubs, gold-plated everything. Turkish hammams, onboard chefs, garages, and stables. Yes, you heard that right. Stables for their furry friends. These jets are basically flying palaces that are designed to impress and spoil you like royalty. So, sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride as we take you on a tour of the craziest private jets in the world. Airbus A380, $500 million. Buckle up because we're about to dive into the world of aviation extravagance with Saudi Prince Al Walid's Airbus A380. The poshest bird soaring in the sky with a price tag of a jaw-dropping $500 million. First things first, let's talk about the sheer size of this flying fortress. The regular A380 can carry over 800 passengers, but this VIP version is on a whole new level. With 3 decks and a part of the cargo deck transformed into a luxurious living space, this bird is truly fit for a prince. Plus, it's all connected by an elevator that can take you straight to the runway, because who wants to climb stairs when you're royalty? Now, let's get to the juicy details that make this flying palace worth every penny. For the princely sum of $200 million on top of the initial cost of $300 million, Prince Al Walid gets to enjoy a dining room that can seat over 10 people because who wants to eat alone? And when flying gets stressful, the relaxation area with a spa and sauna is there to soothe those royal nerves. But wait, there's more. The royal viewing area comes complete with a grand piano because who doesn't love a good sing-along? And forget boring old regular water, this flying palace has marbled water features for that extra touch of luxury. Plus a personal stadium for entertainment because even at 30,000 feet in the air, you've got to stay entertained. And if that wasn't enough, this flying fortress also has a garage and stable on board, so the prince can bring along his favorite Rolls-Royce cars, horses, a pen for hawks, and even camels on his travels. With a 2-level 500 square meter space to roam around in, there's plenty of room for all of his royal companions. But the cherry on top? This flying palace has a long staircase and a throne in the center of the aircraft. Because why sit in a regular old chair? And if you're feeling brave, there's even a room with a transparent floor so you can look down and feel like you're walking on air. Literally. And let's not forget the practicalities. This flying palace has a high-tech entertainment system with multiple screens and surround sound to enjoy movies and music during those long flights. Plus luxurious bedrooms with a king-size bed and a private bathroom with a jacuzzi. Let you relax after long hours of work. And because business never stops, the prince also requested a big fancy meeting room. But unfortunately, the grand plans for the world's most luxurious private jet never took off, thanks to the 2008 to 2009 financial crisis hitting Saudi Prince Al Walid's wallet hard. Despite numerous fancy features, the A380 flying palace failed to find a buyer for years, and the prince even defaulted on payments to Airbus. In the end, the plane was sold in 2013 for an undisclosed amount, and now sits on display in France. Lesson learned? Maybe don't spend $500 million on a flying palace during a global financial crisis. 747 8i VIP, $367 million. Up next, we have a flying behemoth that would make even the Avengers jealous. Owned by Hong Kong's very own real estate titan Joseph Lau, this private jet is worth a staggering $367 million, which is enough to make Scrooge McDuck even blush with envy. Now, let's get into the juicy details. This beast of a plane is a modified version of the longest and second largest commercial aircraft ever built. Its interior measures a whopping 445 square meters and has 2 levels connected by a fancy spiral staircase. You know you're living the high life when you have a spiral staircase in your plane. But wait, obviously, there's more. Lau didn't just settle for the initial price tag from Boeing, which was a measly $153 million. Nope, he decided to add modifications that would cost an additional $214 million. It's a lot of money, but if you're a billionaire, why not go all out? Now, we can't give you too many specifics about the interior because it's all kept under wraps, but rumor has it that this 747-8i is decked out with all the luxurious amenities you could ever dream of. We're talking a lavish office space, several guest rooms fit for royalty, and even a gym on board. Yes, you heard that right, a gym on the plane. Imagine being able to get a workout in while flying high in the sky. All in all, Joseph Lau's private jet is the epitome of extravagance and opulence. And let's be real, who wouldn't want to fly in style like that? Airbus A340-300, $350 million. It turns out the biggest private jet in the Russian Federation doesn't belong to Putin, but is actually owned by Alisher Burkhanovich Usmanov, who hails from Uzbekistan. It seems that Alisher Usmanov, the second richest man in Russia, has a soft spot for planes with long names and high price tags. While we don't have all the juicy details about Alisher Usmanov's Airbus A340-300, we do know that it's one impressive piece of flying machinery. Usmanov picked up this 4-engine jet back in 2012 after selling Facebook shares for a staggering $1.4 billion. And reportedly, his plane is one of the largest privately owned planes in Russia, and is named Burkan after Usmanov's father. The interior of the mammoth engineering marvel is top of the line, fit for a VIP. It features luxurious leather seats, king-size beds, and a dining area. But here's the kicker. Usmanov added a nightclub area to his A340 because what's a private jet without a place to dance the night away? With a range of 7,300 nm, which is about 13,400 kilometers, you could fly from Moscow to Lima or Los Angeles and still have time to party on board. But that's not all. The plane's registration, MIABU, is like a personalized license plate that spells out, "I'm Alisher Burkhanovich Usmanov." Now that's what we call a personalized ride. According to the US Treasury, this flying marvel could have cost Usmanov anywhere between $350 and $500 million. It's definitely not your average private jet, and it looks like Usmanov knows how to fly in style. Boeing 747-430, $233 million. The Sultan of Brunei is not one to skimp on luxury, especially when it comes to his private jet. He has a collection of wide-body jets at his disposal, but his largest and most extravagant is the Boeing 747-430. The price tag on this aircraft alone was a jaw-dropping $100 million, but that's just the beginning. The Sultan then went on to spend an additional $120 million to outfit the interior with opulent furnishings that befit his royal status. The master bedroom, bathroom, and sink are all decked out in gold and Lalique crystal. And did we mention the gold-plated sink? This is not your average private jet, but a flying palace with all the lavish amenities one could imagine. But when you're the ruler of an oil-rich country like Brunei, cost is likely not a concern when it comes to operating such an extravagant mode of transportation. It's safe to say that the Sultan rides in style and luxury that are truly fit for a sultan. Boeing 767-33A ER, $170 million. Once upon a time, there was a billionaire football club owner named Roman Abramovich, who had a taste for the finer things in life. And what could be finer than a private jet worth a whopping $170 million? The jet was a Boeing 767-33A ER, complete with a fancy banquet hall that could seat 30 people comfortably, and with its sleek, slanting black stripes by the cockpit window, it earned the nickname the Bandit. The story of this jet began in 2003 when Hawaiian Airlines ordered it, but fate had other plans and Abramovich swooped in and snapped it up in 2004. He entrusted the management of this beauty to Global Jet Luxembourg, the same company that looked after his other planes, including Airbus A319s, Boeing 737s, and even a private Boeing 787-8 Dreamliner. But what really made this private jet special was its interior, designed by none other than British yacht designer Andrew Winch. From the chestnut furniture to the full kitchen and office, it had everything one could want in a flying palace. And don't forget the bedroom with a double bed and ensuite bathroom, complete with gold trimmings, fit for a king. And when it comes to speed, the Bandit was no slouch. It was powered by Pratt & Whitney PW4000 engines, which allowed it to cruise at a speed of 850 km/h. But what really impressed everyone was the anti-missile system on board. which was similar to one used on Air Force One. This system could mess with the guidance of incoming missiles and jam the radio frequencies of non-friendly forces, making the Bandit seriously secure. But even the most luxurious private jet needs an upgrade eventually, and in 2021, Abramovich decided to trade the Bandit for a bigger and better private jet, a 50-seat private Boeing 787 Dreamliner registered as P4BDL. And you can bet that it's just as luxurious, if not more, than its predecessor. Well, that wraps up our video for today. If you liked our content, please be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Leave a comment in the comment section down below to let us know which of these jets was your favorite. And we'll look forward to seeing you in the next one.